Wow, man, this is really hot. Jamie Carragher openly criticized Alejandro Garnacho for his behavior at Stamford Bridge. Can't stand it, he said, meaning he couldn't stand Garnacho's behavior, busy playing with his phone before his Chelsea debut. Remember, Garnacho had just been signed for £40 million for Manchester United on a crazy 7-year contract and was immediately given sky-high expectations by the Blues fans. But instead of focusing, he caused a stir with his behavior that was considered unprofessional. It wasn't just Carragher. Roy Keane also criticized this transfer. He said that even though Garnacho has extraordinary talent, he still needs to prove his mentality if he wants to become a big star at Chelsea. So, what do you think? Will Garnacho truly become a superstar at Stamford Bridge, or will it be a transfer filled with drama?
Chelsea wonder kid Willian Estevao officially broken a personal record, scoring his first goal for the Brazilian national team in a World Cup qualifier against Chile. He's only 18 years old, but he already had the stadium erupting in the 38th minute. Imagine, last season, he was still at Palmeiras, even scoring against Chelsea in the Club World Cup. Now, he's in blue and scoring for the Selección. Chelsea spent 34 million euros on this teenager, which could rise to 57 million euros with bonuses. And it looks like every penny has been worth it. From the preseason against Leverkusen to the Premier League, he's provided assists and goals. Now he's being compared to Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo. But the question is, can Estevao become the next Brazil and Chelsea star? Do you think Estevao will be the next Neymar? Or something even crazier? Bro, it finally happened. Marc Cucurella scored his first goal for the Spanish national team in a World Cup qualifier against Bulgaria. The Chelsea left-back unleashed a powerful shot in the 30th minute, making it 2-0, his international debut. Spain won easily 3-0 in Sofia. Oyarzabal opened the scoring in the 5th minute. Then Cucurella made history, and before halftime, Michael Merino rounded off the scoring. Lamine Yamal was also brilliant. Although he didn't score, his assists and play made the Bulgarian defenders dizzy. Cucurella looks increasingly confident, both at Chelsea and international level. This goal could be a turning point in his career, especially since the Spanish fans immediately went wild with celebration. Do you think Cucurella will score more goals for La Roja after this first goal? Oh dear, Chelsea having another bad day in the transfer market. After Cole Palmer's injury and Liam Delap's hamstring injury, the Blues are frantically searching for a new striker. Conrad Harder from Sporting CP was on the radar. But do you know why he failed? Here, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed the reason. Harder reportedly refused to move to Stamford Bridge for fear of being just a bench warmer. Even with great respect for Chelsea, he's more confident playing at RB Leipzig, a club that perfectly suits his fast, attacking style. Chelsea finally had to think hard and quickly brought back Marc Guéhi from Sunderland. The young Spanish striker shone in the Conference League last season with 6 goals and will now serve as João Pedro's backup until Delap recovers. Do you think Chelsea missed out on Harder, or could Guéhi be a surprise?
Raheem Sterling is now officially the head of Chelsea's bomb squad, alongside Axel Disasi and David Detroit Fofana. Just imagine, a player earning £325,000 a week has been banished from Enzo Maresca's first team. Sterling was loaned to Arsenal last season, but failed miserably, to the point that the Gunners refused to make his move permanent. Now he's back at Chelsea, but he's still being ostracized. No preseason, no squad, and even told to train separately, have his own dressing room, and even have his own toilet, like a second-tier player at his own club. What makes it even crazier?
he still has 2 years left on his contract, meaning he could pocket over £30 million without playing at all. The question now is, who would dare to take Sterling? Juve, Leverkusen, or even a London club like Palace or West Ham? Do you think Sterling would be better off leaving to play or staying for a bigger salary?
Crazy, bro. Brazil versus Chile was nerve-wracking. João Pedro suddenly vomited on the Maracana pitch after a hard collision with Gabriel Martinelli in the 18th minute. The crowd immediately panicked and the medical team rushed in. But it turned out it wasn't a serious illness. Pedro himself clarified that he only suffered a blow to the stomach. "I'm fine. It's not sick. It's just a shock from hitting my stomach," he explained to Globo. Wow, Brazilian fans were instantly relieved. What's even crazier is that despite the initial panic, Pedro continued playing and even assisted Estevao, who scored a fantastic scissor kick. Brazil ultimately won 3-0 with goals from Estevao, Paquetá, and Bruno Guimarães. Pedro also admitted that he was proud to play for both Chelsea and the national team. He said, "I'm a modern striker. I can play as a 9 and a 10. Do you think João Pedro will be a future star for Brazil and Chelsea, or do you still need more proof?"
Bro, finally some news that will make Chelsea fans relieved. Cole Palmer, the Blues' mainstay playmaker, gave a short but sensational update on Instagram. Just 2 words: soon back. Remember, Palmer injured his groin against West Ham. He was limping off in the warm-up. Says then, he's missed 2 Premier League matches and is also unable to play for England. But this post was immediately flooded with comments from Tassong and João Pedro. They were both delighted to hear the good news. While Palmer recovers, João Pedro and Estevao are deputizing in midfield. Chelsea also loaned Facundo Buonanotte from Brighton, but strangely, he wasn't included in the UCL squad. Fans just have to wait. Will Palmer actually return after the international break against Brentford, or will they have to wait?
Chelsea officially has the next Vinicius Jr. in their squad. João Pedro even spoke out in a private player chat, saying that Estevao Willian really resembles Vinicius Jr. Imagine, just 18 years old, he's already started in 2 of Chelsea's wins, provided an assist against West Ham, and instantly made fans fall in love. João Pedro said that Estevao is still shy and even asked to learn to ask for breakfast in English, but on the pitch, oh my god, what a natural. Even Tosin Adarabioyo said, "Wow, Estevao is amazing." Chelsea are now unbeaten in their first 3 Premier League games and boast a young Brazilian trio, Estevao, João Pedro, and André Santos. If they gel even better, it could usher in a new era at Stamford Bridge. Do you think Estevao will truly be the next Vinicius Jr. or even crazier?
Crazy, bro. Xavi Simons is finally officially a Tottenham player. Despite being heavily linked with Chelsea all summer, he's now making the move to London. Spurs paid £52 million to acquire the creative Dutch midfielder, signing him straight to a 5-year contract. Why did they choose Spurs? Turns out there's a little secret. Xavi admitted he'd had a chat with former Chelsea striker Timo Werner. Werner said Spurs were a big club, had crazy fans, and was the perfect place for Xavi to develop. Plus, Mickey van de Ven also joined in the wooing, saying, "We need you, bro." Chelsea had actually been negotiating for a while, but they waited too long to sell Nkunku to Milan. Once the deal was finalized, it was too late, and Spurs had already swooped in. Do you think Xavi Simons will be a huge success in the Premier League with Spurs, or will Chelsea regret missing out? Oh, hot news again from Chelsea. So after Liam Delap suffered a muscle injury before the international break, the Blues panicked. Initially, they wanted to cancel Nicholas Jackson's loan to Bayern, but Bayern increased their offer. Chelsea finally released Jackson and instead recalled Mark Wee from Sunderland. So, many fans are asking, why not just buy a new striker? The answer turns out to be related to long-term planning, bro. Chelsea is secretly preparing a special path for Emmanuel Emega, the 22-year-old striker who is currently captain of Strasbourg. This kid has scored 26 goals in 64 appearances, and Chelsea has reportedly opened serious talks. There's even talk of a pre-agreement for a move to Stamford Bridge in the summer of 2026. Meanwhile, Enzo Maresca can only rely on Guiu and Joao Pedro in attack. The question is, can fans wait patiently for Emega, or do they want Chelsea to buy a top striker now? Oh, Maresca's head is spinning!